Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my January beauty favorites. I don't think I've ever been this excited for a favorites video before. There's so many new and awesome products that I've tried out in the past month or two. Lots of stuff to talk about in this video. January literally flew by. It's my birthday month and we went to Los Angeles. I got to meet so many of you guys at IMATS, which was so fun. It was just such a fun trip. I already want to go back. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, then welcome to my channel. Make sure before you leave, do not forget to subscribe down below. That way you're notified for future videos from me. I post twice a week. So I post on Sundays and Wednesdays, and then I throw in a couple bonus videos here and there. But I'm so excited about this video, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I did go to Los Angeles in January and it was so much fun. One thing with me is I always stress out whenever I'm packing stuff because I normally overpack really bad and I'm always like, oh my gosh, please do not let my bag go over whenever we check them. But one thing that I really love, and I've used it for quite a while, is Scentbird. And I have two different fragrances right here. If you guys have not heard of Scentbird, they're super awesome. If you're like me and it makes you cringe to buy a fragrance, then you need to check them out. I am one of those people that I will love to splurge on makeup, but when it comes to buying perfumes or even skincare too, it just pains me to have to fork out a whole lot of money for something, even though I use them every day. But Scentbird's really cool because it's a subscription that you do every month. It's $14.95 and they let you actually choose a fragrance. You get a 30-day supply. So this is the one that I took with me on my trip this month. It's in a little green tube and literally all you do is twist and you have your little spray pump. But all you have to do is pull the top out and this is where you get your fragrance. The one that I took is the Dolce & Gabbana light blue because I love that scent. I mean, obviously I've used quite a bit of it, but it was so convenient for travel because I could take it with me on the plane and I didn't have to worry about hauling around a big glass bottle of perfume where it can break. And it's just the perfect little size. And then the one that I actually got this month, they sent to me, so I was so excited. And I did get the Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy. This is my favorite scent in the whole world, and I finished a whole entire bottle and I cannot bring myself to buy a new one. So the cool thing about Scentbird is they do have 400 plus fragrances on their website. They have really nice designer fragrances too, so it's a really nice way to be able to try out a bunch of different luxury scents without having to pay the luxury price tag. So if you guys haven't checked them out, I'll leave a link down below. But these are lifesavers when it comes to travel, and like I said, it's something that I definitely recommend, especially if you're not trying to splurge on really expensive bottles of perfume. This is really great, and it's a really good size too. It's not the sample sizes you get when you order stuff from Sephora. Okay, the next thing I've been loving for the past 2 months, and it's really dirty, so don't judge me, but this is the Heavenly Skin Brush by IT Cosmetics. And I broke down and bought this during the November sale, I think, and I'm so glad I did. Here's a close-up of it, and like I said, I'm so sorry that it's so dang dirty, but this brush is freaking amazing for powder foundation. I always had a problem with having just not a very dense brush for my powder foundation, and I would kind of swirl it in it. My brush would kind of bend and I'd be scraping on the side. I don't know why I'm doing all these hand motions, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. But with this, you can just dip it in and go on and buff in the powder foundation. I love it. This is the best brush I've ever purchased, and I wish I had 20 of them. Love it, love it, love it. Another thing that was a new try for me is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. It's what I'm wearing today, and I cannot get over this as a primer. It is a silicone free, and it's a universal shade, and it looks like it's going to have a tint to it, but when you rub it on, it's clear for the most part. It is awesome. See, I don't know if y'all can see where that's in the middle of my hand, but it basically blurs out imperfections. It's very similar to my Makeup Forever smoothing primer, except this is way easier because I just take the lid off, buff it all over my face, and then put on my foundation. And I've been so happy with it. It really gives you a very smooth canvas to put your foundation over top of. And I really might say it's probably my new go-to primer. I'm probably putting the Makeup Forever away, and I think this is going to take its place. The next thing I've been using this month, I actually got them in the middle of the month, and these are the ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows. I'm in love. It's what I'm wearing today on my eyes, and they're so beautiful. And for $5, I mean, Such a steal, especially that these shimmers are $5. So what I've been doing for the most part is taking this shade right here, which is Hear Me Out. It's like a really pretty nude shade, and that's what I've been setting my eye primer with. And really just any of these shades are really gorgeous. These two like pinky shades, I'm gonna have to swatch them for you guys. They are gorgeous. They're what I mixed today on my lid, and I just love them so much. I think they're like my new go-to lid color. So here's what these two look like. They're called Come and Get It and Liar Liar. Come and Get It is like a darker pink shade. There's what it looks like on the finger. These are so gorgeous. And then Liar Liar is more of like a baby pink. So here's what these two look like swatched on the fingers. Oh my gosh. If I could not have another lid shade for the rest of my life, these are two that I would want to have in my drawer. Here's what they look like. They are just gorgeous. I mean, I love them so much. So glad that ColourPop came out with pressed shadows. I really hope that they continue on this trend with pressed makeup because everything is just so gorgeous. And even like this shade, let me explain. It looks like nothing too special, but it's what I'm wearing today as like a highlight, just kind of subtle. Yes, I definitely used my eyeshadow as a highlight. And here is that swatched on the hand. I just love them so much. And I actually did like a full swatch video of the entire line, and I'll leave that down below for you guys. I look kind of crazy in that video because I pulled like an all-nighter the night before I was leaving for the airport because the package came in and I was so excited. I was like, I've got to film. But yeah, the ColourPop shadows, I mean, oh my gosh, they might be like my #1 thing this month. I love them. The next eyeshadow is actually what I'm wearing on my inner corners, and I've been rocking this shade since I got it in. This is from Cleona Cosmetics. I know you guys normally hear me talk about their highlighters, but they came out with a little eyeshadow palette that was super cute, and this shade has stole my heart. I cannot remember the name of this, and I accidentally pulled off the sticker, I believe, but I will leave their website link down below. It's in the palette, but it's so beautiful for inner corner highlight. I mean, do you see this? Like, oh my gosh. I packed this baby up and took it to LA with me because I was like, there's no way that I'm going to, I mean, do you see this? There's no way I'm going to live without having that in my inner corner all week long. So yeah, that is that shade right there. And again, from Cleona Cosmetics. I'm really hoping that they continue and make more eyeshadows because this is super gorgeous. And then last but not least from this little palette, this is the Luxie highlighter, I believe, and it's in the shade High Society. And here's what it looks like. My friend Song actually sent me these for Christmas, and they are really gorgeous highlights. I've never really heard a lot about that brand, but I really, really like them. They have this like really nice sheen to them. Oh my gosh, those almost look the same side by side. They have a really nice sheen to them, and I just thought they were super pretty. I did pack them up for Los Angeles to take them with me. I'm trying to find highlights that suit my skin tone a little more because I have a really dark highlights for some reason in my collection where I'm typically very, very tan. So that color is really beautiful, and I do really like the formula. This little baby has 3 of my favorites in it, so it is going to be like locked up. So the next thing is actually by It Cosmetics as well, and this is their Celebration Foundation. I've been using this as just an all over powder foundation during the week, and I've been really liking it. The thing I like about It Cosmetics is they do have like universal skin tone shades, I guess. They have 4 different shades. It is very full coverage, and it does last all day, so I've been grabbing this one over my Makeup Forever because honestly, I'm just almost out of my Makeup Forever, and so I decided to start using this one. Another thing I've been using and abusing this month, or since I got it, and it's what I'm wearing today on my cheeks. This is the Rockateur blush by Benefit Cosmetics. This is the first blush that I've tried from them, and I am literally in love. So here's what the shade looks like. It's like a blush tone, but it is so gorgeous. And for a powdered blush, it's actually very creamy. Here's one huge swatch. I don't think that you guys needed to see a swatch that big, but I did it anyways. But yeah, I've been really liking this one for everyday wear to work. It's just really pretty, very natural, and I just really like it with my skin tone because it's not too like overpowering. I feel like I keep going and going and going, and there's still more products. So the next thing is going to be the Tape Shape concealers, and one of them we almost lost. So here are what they look like. I have been mixing these 2 shades, and it's the shade Light Sand and Light Medium. While I was in LA, I was not paying attention, and I had my curling iron really close to Light Medium, and I heard like a burning sound, and it literally like burned through the front of the packaging, and it poked a little hole at the bottom, so I have it taped up that way like all the concealer does not leak out. This is a really full coverage. I really like it, and especially because since I'm fair right now, I feel like my under eye circles when I don't get a lot of sleep kind of like peek through a little bit more, so that one's been really helpful to just cover everything up during the day. I also been liking some drugstore items, and the first thing is this Airspun loose face powder. Here's what it looks like. I actually asked for this for Christmas and my mom got it for me. One thing I really like about it is my mom actually used this when I was a kid growing up, so when I put it on, it like just reminds me of her. It like smells like her when I was a kid. It's really full coverage. It's something that you can find in the drugstore, and it keeps me really matte. It's the powder that I'm wearing today, so I really like it. And that's the Airspun powder. The next thing from the drugstore is actually something Song sent me, and this is the e.l.f. It's like an exfoliator lipstick. So here's what it looks like, and I really like this because I think it's the most convenient way to scrub your lips. You just roll it up and then slide it over your lips like you were applying a lipstick, and it just exfoliates the crap out of your lips. And I really think this is going to be my new go-to exfoliator just because it's so convenient, and I really like the like scent or like taste to it as well. Another highlighter from the drugstore is the Wet n Wild, and this is the highlighting gold bar. I literally use this through like the whole month of December, and it's very intense. Was not expecting Wet n Wild to come out with another really good highlighter, but I really like it. And there's that shade, and I'm pretty sure that's the only shade. It's just called Highlighting Gold Bar by Wet n Wild. And then last couple things, I did get the Morphe sponge. I took it with me to LA, and I actually like this, you guys. Sorry, it's dirty because I used it to put my makeup on. Now, I will say, somebody did say that it bleeds red, and whenever you first wash it, it does have like a red tint that comes out whenever you're running it under the sink, which whenever I get a new beauty blender, it does the same. My problem with beauty blenders now is that I have like a really old beauty blender, and it's really big. Even like whenever it goes under the sink, it gets really big. And I've compared it to my newer ones, and it's like they've shrunk. I don't know why, but it's definitely not the same size as it used to be. I like how big this one is, and it's also like really dense. I feel like this doesn't soak up as much product as the normal beauty blenders, and I like the size of it. I just feel like you can grip it a lot better, and I don't know, I've really been liking this. It's my go-to right now, and I feel like it is almost like a full coverage sponge. Like whenever I'm like patting out my concealer and stuff, it's not like taking my makeup off with it, if that makes sense. It's not really shearing out my foundation. It's like the full coverage sponge. So I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Let me know if you guys have tried that and if you like feel the same way about it, but I really like it. And then the last couple things are going to be the lipsticks. I've been on a roll with like the same shades this month for the most part. So first thing is going to be the Dose of Colors Stone. I've been wearing it non-stop, and you guys probably already know what it looks like. It's just kind of like a mauve purple undertone. Then I discovered Huda Beauty and love it. I'm wearing one of her shades today. The shade I'm wearing is Trophy Wife, but I really like her formula. Honestly, I feel like her formula is my new favorite. I mean, I love it. So there's Trophy Wife. That's the one that I'm wearing right now, and here's a close-up of it. And then the other shade is called Muse, and I swear it's almost like the exact same color as Dose of Color Stone. Probably why I like it, but there all the way to the end is Muse. I love these shades, and like I said, I really love the formula. She has this like huge box that has like all of her shades in it, and I swear I'm like debating picking it up because that's how much I love her liquid lipsticks. They're so good. Now, one thing that I don't do too often is a regret this month, but this thing literally just gave me a heart attack today. So this is the Lash So Clean, and it's a false lash sanitizing mist. And I just picked this up at IMATS. I heard really great things about it. Like, it cleans your lash band and you can like pull the glue off. I don't know if it's like user error, but I sprayed this on them today, and while I'm cleaning it, the lashes were shedding off. And you guys, they're like my favorite lashes. They're the ones from Flutter Lashes that are like really expensive. I mean, I was almost in tears. So I sent them a message on Instagram to see like if they respond back or see if they have any complaints. But right now I'm like, one lash didn't have it, and I was like even like pulling the lash to see if any would come out. But then the one lash that this was on was like shedding everywhere. So we shall see, but not very happy about that. So anyways, let me know down below what you guys' favorites were this month. As always, I love you so much. I hope that you guys like this video, and I will see you in my next one.